Thank you guys for joining us. My name is Kelly Weils and welcome to Beauty Booth. Hey, it's yet another week, another beautiful moment, in finding our beauty. And today in studio, I have one of my favorites and it's so exciting for me. Her name is M, that's how I know her, but I'll let her introduce herself. And this week, to make it interesting, we shall be working with a Kenyan brand. So stay tuned and find out what it is all about. Thank you so much for being in studio.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you for having me.
Yes, like I told our viewers, I know you as M.
Yes.
Kindly tell us what's your name and what you do.
All right, so to clarify, my name is Maggy Theuri. I am a professional makeup artist as well a makeup trainer, and I'm also a beauty advisor at Canvas Cosmetics Kenya.
Yes, Canvas Cosmetics Kenya is a Kenyan brand. How amazing. It's a brand that we all need. You know the good thing, actually we on Beauty Booth right here, we've started working with Kenyan brands, which is amazing, getting to see Kenya can be able to produce amazing products. So this week it's all about you, what you do. So for today, what are you doing on our model?
So for today's look, I'm focusing on the everyday woman. I want to do a no makeup look. This look is gonna be perfect for if you're a working lady and you don't have too much time to do your makeup, if you're a student and you need to do something very light for the day. Also, if you're just a stay-at-home person but you want to at least do something with your makeup. So it will apply to everybody.
All right, amazing. Then I'll let you get started.
Okay.
It's nice, by the way, to help to share with people this kind of makeup, because a lot of people will find out saying, I don't have time to do makeup, I love makeup, I don't have time. But there are makeups for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, all depends.
So this is one of those makeup looks, and that is why we have very few products for that. We have just a few brushes and just a couple of products for the skin. So the focus is going to be on just glowy skin, and everything else is very light and neutral. You can basically do this in 5 minutes. So our model here, we're going to start with her eyebrows.
Usually start with the brows.
I usually start with the brows.
Actually, I usually start with the brows as well. But sometimes, most times when I'm doing like you're saying, like a natural everyday look, I usually just go direct with the skin. And then for the brows, I just come and come in a little bit.
But for hers, because I see like they need a little bit of grooming, maybe we can do that for just a second. You can opt for tweezing or threading or whatever works for you. But for us makeup artists on the go, we just use something like this. So basically, you're just removing the excess hairs from the brow just to make it a little bit more neat. And that's the other side done. All right. So after our eyebrows are sorted, we just want to brush them upwards and outwards is the technique, You just want to brush it according to how the eyebrows go. And everyone's face shape determines the eyebrow shape. So some people look better with a more arched brow, and some look better with a more straight brow. But normally the natural shape of the brow will just tell you which shape to go with. And because we're going for a very natural eye makeup look, we're just going to fill the eyebrows in very, very, very lightly.
I can see for our brows, they already have a natural arc.
So you want to use feather-like strokes. You don't want to just go in and just, it will be very streaky and way too dark. You always make sure that you face in front while doing your own brows so that they're both even. They're supposed to be sisters, do you remember? Not twins, but
if
sisters.
if you can achieve twins,
Yeah, the better.
Yeah.
So yeah, her eyebrows are pretty much okay. So next up, we're going to go in with our concealer, just a tiny amount. This is not necessary for every day if you don't really have the time. Yeah, so for concealer, we just apply a little bit. And then this is the brush you use. It's a flat brush. And then you just go in with that.
Yeah, you definitely, like you said, it's not a must to to use a concealer to define your brows.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those people who have thick brows, they are so lucky, especially for this kind of look.
Yeah.
You'll just fill them in,
And you're good
brush
to
them,
go.
and you're
Yeah.
good to go.
Yeah, definitely. So once you conceal the eyebrows, you just brush off the excess product. So this is the difference between the concealed eyebrow and this is the non-concealed eyebrow. This one is a bit more defined and this one is just more natural, yeah? Yeah.
And you will find that there are those also who will go for a concealer that is probably like same shade to the
to their skin tone.
Yes.
You can also use your foundation, by the way.
Yeah. You can also use
the one you use
foundation.
for your face, yeah.
Because it's all about cleaning the brows, making them look nice, well defined.
Yeah.
Brows were the first ones I got to learn.
Really?
Yes. I
What?
knew, I was advised if I get to know brows, then I'm good at makeup.
What?
But it is what it is, actually, because foundation, I had the basics of foundation and all that, but I didn't know how to do the brows.
Was it difficult to learn how to do
In
brows?
an afternoon. One afternoon and the following day was my interview. And here I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You learned quickly. For me, my hardest thing to learn was probably eyeliner and blending. Yeah.
Wow, eyeliner is not for everyone.
Agreed. So there we have her eyebrows. They're looking much more put together than when we started. Yeah, and that took us literally like 3 minutes only.
Yeah.
So the next step is we go in with moisturizer. Her face is clean. It has no product. So we go in with a bit of moisturizer just to add some glow to the skin, and it also helps any product you apply go on much smoother.
Yeah. So this is your go-to moisturizer?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the brand, but for real?
Yes.
How is it?
It's nice. I really like it.
Is it lightweight?
Yeah, it's very lightweight. It's not overly thick, so it doesn't clog your pores, yeah? So you will not break out, and it's good for sensitive skin.
Okay, so that's a tip for when acquiring a nice moisturizer.
Moisturizer, yeah. Don't get something too thick. Yeah. And foundation as well, especially if you're prone to breakouts.
Yes.
Yeah, just get things that have very light coverage. And whenever you're applying foundation, never apply it downwards. Yeah, just apply it more to the center and upwards. Yeah.
It's a very nice trick that I hope everyone will be able to share with anyone that loves makeup, because that's where actually it's a tip for there are those times you can go buy your own foundation and probably miss, and probably you've taken one that is probably dark or lighter.
Yeah.
So you can get away with it, but to get away with it, apply your foundation from the center of your face going outwards.
Yeah.
That way you will get away with it. But the moment you apply it closer to your demarcation or the boundary of your face, then it will show from afar. That
I agree.
foundation is
I
not your
agree.
shade.
Okay, so now that we've applied a nice layer of moisturizer on her skin, we're going to go in with a primer. This is a liquid primer. It's very hydrating for the skin. So we're going to give it just a light spritz.
Nice. I've never seen this. It's like a double kind of moisturizing.
Yeah.
You've done.
Yeah.
Then you press it in.
Yeah, and then you press it into the skin. Because even with foundation, you're supposed to press it into the skin. So that it marries and becomes one with the skin. Yeah. And all these steps are supposed to take you literally just 2 minutes between each step. It's only that I'm trying to really explain it because I want,
quite cool.
I want my ladies to understand, because sometimes I get people ask me, hey, I need to apply something light when I go to work, but I feel like I'm so scared that it will waste 30 minutes of my time every day. But it doesn't really have to take you that long. Yeah, do you see her skin is glowing from within?
Yes.
Yeah. So next up, we're going to go in with a stick foundation that is perfect for her skin tone. And because we're doing an everyday look, we don't want to do something too thick. I'm just going to apply a small amount. So this is the shade. It's a really nice match.
Just a slight layer.
Yeah,
very simple,
yeah. And as you said, you apply it from the inside and then you blend it outwards. That was very correct, yeah.
And you said actually there's something you shared, how to apply the moisturizer downwards. What was your reason for saying that?
It prevents wrinkles, guys. Like, you see, when you're doing your skincare every day, sometimes people drag it down, and then when they remove their makeup, they use too much force. This will cause you wrinkles in the long term. So when you're moisturizing your face upwards, it enables blood flow, and you're not pulling and tugging on your skin. Yeah. So that's just a nice beauty tip there. So you see that's very flawless there.
You can see.
Yeah.
And I think even through the camera we can see the amount of foundation that you've used.
It's a very minimal. And also, if you have a little bit of breakouts, I would advise maybe you go in with a color corrector just on your spots. You just color correct your spots and then you go in with foundation after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what you say regarding, there are those times someone is going through a breakout, especially for the ladies, there are those during your monthly periods, there are those of you, it shows through acne. And there are those ladies, definitely they can't, walk out of the house. I know it reaches that point you don't want to step out of the house probably because of how your skin looks. So what will you advise such times when it comes to makeup?
Just apply something very light. First of all, just remember, if it's a hormonal breakout, it will go away. Don't ever let makeup make you not want to step out of the house or not. But if you're going to go in with makeup, just go with something very light, just to maybe cover the blemishes. And also don't go very full coverage, because sometimes when people have breakouts, they think the solution is to layer and layer, which is a mistake, because when the makeup starts wearing off after like 6 hours, it will look crazy. So just use the bare minimal and you'll be good to go.
Or I've heard someone say you can also use the BB and the CC creams.
Yeah, you can use the BB and the CC creams, exactly.
Those are the options for foundations.
Yeah.
Others have taken, a moisturizer and then added like a drop of foundation.
Ah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. If you don't have a BB cream, you can actually just mix concealer or foundation and some moisturizer, and you're good to go. So that's her foundation done. I've used very little product. Her skin is looking very glowy. You can barely tell that there's anything, but it's still there. So for under the eyes, I'm going to switch brushes because this one is easier for under the eyes. Look up. But if you are doing it on yourself, you can always use your ring finger.
The good thing with the ring finger, it's because it has less pressure compared to your
it has a low pressure point.
And then because of the amount of foundation you're using, blending can take quite some time. Now another tip to pick and run away from a daily, everyday kind of look, the minimal amount of foundation that you're applying, the less time you're going to take when blending.
And also, if you want to apply a lot, let's say in terms of foundation, because there are people who like full coverage. Let's not discriminate those as
true,
well.
true. Yeah.
You just go in with thin layers. So apply a thin layer, blend, then apply another thin layer and blend. Yeah, don't just go in with one full layer. It will become really cakey. Yeah. So that's how she looks. Her skin is very nice and even.
Yeah.
And the next step is quite optional. It's concealer, but I'm going to use just a tiny bit to remove any darkness underneath the eyes so that she can look very well rested. And we'll use the same concealer because we are trying to use minimal products here. So we'll just use a little bit under the eyes, a tiny bit on the forehead, and on the tip of the nose, and on her chin. Now this step is optional, okay? Just the foundation and some powder would be enough. Yeah, then we'll take that same brush and you just want to pat it in very lightly, because if you go, you can use a beauty blender, but I like using my brushes, because if you go very hard, you may disturb the foundation that's underneath, and then you'll be like, why is it streaky?
Yeah, thank you. And probably it's, which is the word, separating or something?
Yeah, it separates.
Yeah,
but now you see on the forehead, I've blended it, but it's not moved the foundation. So she's looking okay.
And have you been using brushes since you started?
No, I used to use sponges for a while, but I came to the realization that if you're a makeup artist and you apply makeup on clients every day, it's not the most hygienic method. So brushes are easier to clean, and you can clean them more thoroughly. And if you get the correct brushes, the application will be just as flawless.
Yeah, but then that's another tip, thank you. If you get quality brush, as much as you probably you're an amateur or it's your first time you're trying to probably copy, you know, M's tutorials or Beauty Booth's tutorial over here, with a good brush, my friend, your blending will definitely be nice.
Yeah, I agree. Especially if you're a beginner, most people fail because they don't have the proper brushes. They're like, no, this is difficult. Or they're like, no, I do it, but it doesn't look like yours. Then I'm like, which tools are you using? Yeah.
No, let me tell you. Recently, I've been having makeup artists who use brushes. I'm the kind of person who has been using sponges for the longest time. And it was so impressive. To see the finish look.
Like, look at that.
And ever since I've been using the brush. And because I have quality brushes, I'm not trying to brag, but my blending has changed. Even my producer was asking me, I can see now you're using brushes. And I thought, yes, I'm not going back to sponges anymore. Well, sponges are good. If you're good at them, well, keep on using them.
They work for some people anyway.
But for me, I had never tried to use a brush. But from the first time I used it,
you loved it?
It was amazing.
And also, if you're looking to save time, brushes also work really fast. Did you notice that? Because a blender will blend one small area, but a brush will blend the entire face in the same amount of time.
And I think even for a brush, you use less product compared to the sponge.
Exactly, yes.
Do you? So you also find...
Yes.
So, well, it is true because the sponge tends to probably absorb. But for the brush, because of the bristles, it is easily, to spread the products around.
So we've applied foundation and concealer, and her skin is looking amazing. So we don't want to steal from the glow within her skin. So I'm just going to go in with powder. Just all over her face, very, very lightly.
This is another thing. How much powder should one use?
Now, it depends on the finish you want. For every day, we want a dewy finish. Some people like a matte finish, so you can use more powder for that. But if you want something more glowy, dewy, this is like just use a very small amount, but always use powder. So for her, we want something slightly dewy. Oh, and also always please blend your ears and jawlines. Sometimes we see crazy things out there. when you've not blended, and then there's a clear difference between your face color and the color of your neck and chest.
And to make sure you're safe from that, when when you've done your blending, everything is okay. The amount of product that is probably on your brush or your sponge, use that to go, on your chin, probably at part of your neck, especially for those who have a different kind of pigmented kind of,
True.
neck and the face,
Yeah.
and also your ears, so you don't have those funny tones of shades, and shades of tones.
And also, people make a mistake of matching their makeup to their face rather than their body.
Yes.
Because we people of color, our face usually is a bit darker than our body, or a bit lighter.
Yeah.
So you have to look at your chest, your arms, and your body, not just your face.
Yeah.
So now, I'll use a small flat sponge for this. I want to set her under eyes because the under eyes tend to crease the most, but I'll use very little product. So let me remove that creasing. And then I just go in with a tiny bit of powder. I'm using a dark powder because we don't want to highlight the area too much. So I'm just using this powder. And then I'll brush it away almost immediately.
So you don't bake?
No, because this is an everyday look.
No. How about other times?
Other times, you can. Yeah, you can bake, but I'll say this, it's not necessary for everybody. If you have dry skin, stay away from baking. And sometimes baking can make your under eyes look more cakey. So you have to really know what you're doing when you're doing it. But we'll see that in other episodes,
So keep watching, guys.
Stay tuned. So I'm pressing it into her skin, like that. And then I'll just brush it away, just using a tiny brush.
Okay. It's very fluffy.
Yeah, it's like a small fluffy brush, and it fits perfectly under her eyes. So that's it for her skin for now. So now we can probably do her eyes. Let's do something light for her eyes. Close your eyes. So for every day, you don't have to do anything on your eyelids. Just mascara would be good. But for her, let's do a little bit of concealer and maybe just one brown eyeshadow. Yeah.
So guys, you can decide to go just like the way she was, just a dash of lipstick, a swipe of nice lip gloss, and you're good to go.
Yeah, exactly. And just set that area with a bit of powder. Whenever you apply cream, you always have to go on top with powder to prevent creasing. So next up, we're gonna go in with a dark matte brown color, just one.
She decided to go for
on her. Yes,
another
the matte.
tip.
Yeah, because when you're dealing with the crease, you don't want to use a shimmery color. Shimmery colors are good for the eyelid or this area here, the brow bone. So for here, we'll just use a very dark brown color, and we'll just brush it all over the eyelids, just like that. Open your eye. So you see this just brought a little bit of something to the eye, without taking too much time or using too much product.
So that's why I was telling you, I usually do the face, set it, then I come do the brows. So I just fill in the brows slightly, then I come. You see, actually, just like the way you're doing with the transition colors, and then I just, swipe left, right, and they look good.
Yeah. Perfect. So we're going to go in with mascara so that we can be done with her eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the tip to help guys do their mascara? If you'll use it on yourself, for example, this is a mirror, how will you do your mascara?
So I hold my wand like this, guys. When I'm doing my upper eyelashes, I look down.
So you hold your mirror right there, it is.
Yeah, I look down. When I'm doing my lower mascara, I look this way.
Okay.
So that I avoid touching the skin.
Yes.
Yeah, because sometimes I see people doing this and all you're doing is applying mascara on the bottom. Yeah, and also you can start by maybe removing the excess product as you practice, you know, because sometimes you have too much product, then when you go to apply, you have it all over the place.
That's another thing.
Then you panic and then you just make a mess.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a tip when you're doing it for yourself.
True.
If you're doing it for a client, you just have them face forward and look up for the lower lash line, yeah?
The lower lashes.
And you start with the bottom ones because they're shorter, so they won't make a mess. As opposed to the upper ones, when you look up, they might just ruin your
Thank you for
eyeshadow.
sharing that with me. Oh my. I used to do the upper, yes, but I'll tell the model, don't open your eyes first. And then after a while, then that's when I'll do the
look down.
one.
Then now she looks down because these ones are so short, they're not going to tamper with whatever she has. Yeah,
that's an amazing tip. Because you need to you are quick. I don't think there are those times that a makeup artist does their makeup. With unlimited time. It's always you're working.
You're always working on the clock.
Oh my goodness. Not unless probably you're doing your very own at the comfort of your home. But on a client, it's quite another story.
Yeah, exactly. So that's her mascara done. I feel like mascara it just opens up your eyes. Yeah. So guys, just get yourself a mascara. And then we're going to go in with this other very optional step, but my personal favorite, highlighter. So I'll have her face this way. When you want to highlight, okay, you want to take it here, but you don't want to leave it just hanging. You want to connect it to the brow bone, okay? Because I get a lot of questions of, do I just apply it this way? Then I'm like, no, just apply it in a C type of way. So I'm just going in like that. And because it's the daytime, we just want a subtle glow because her skin is already glowing. And then I just make sure to connect it there. So yeah, that's her highlighter. It's very beautiful. Yeah,
there are those who will use a finger for
highlighter.
Dab, especially for these daily, everyday makeup look.
Yeah, and especially if you're using, because they have liquid highlighters. Yeah.
Have you used a liquid highlighter?
I haven't tried it before.
Okay.
The liquid illuminators?
Yes.
I don't know. I haven't tried them before. Have you?
Yes. I've used, I've not used, but I've experienced them being used right in front of me.
I know NYX has a really good illuminator. Which one do you like?
There's one, what was it called? Why am I forgetting? I don't remember the brand.
I should try it out. It's nice, yeah?
Yeah, it is. It's nice, yeah.
So I've just put a little bit on her chin and a little bit on her nose. Yeah, and that's it. Her skin is looking very lovely and glowy. And so to finish off our look, you can opt to go for a pop of color if you want to, but because we're doing a no makeup look, we want to use something more natural. So we're going to use lip glosses. I'm going to go in with a clear gloss first. You can line your lips before, it depends. So I'm just going to use this gloss. like that. And then the star of the show, my personal favorite.
All right, guys, before she gets started on the lip gloss, like we told you, we are working with a Kenyan brand. It's so amazing to see entrepreneurs in Kenya, you know, getting into the beauty industry, because we used to international brands, but for this one, it's amazing to see, you know, brands that are, you know, taking up, you know, that opportunity. So we have Canvas Cosmetics, and they have 2 lip glosses. It's not just the lip glosses, but they also have eyeshadow palettes, which we shall be looking at. They have lipsticks, and also the highlighter. So
Exactly.
for this particular one, we have the Golden Hour lip gloss, and we have the Stardust. So which one are you using right now?
I'm using the Stardust, guys.
Yeah, it's quite shimmery. I would really want to see how, you know, it is.
It looks,
face.
yeah. And
because you've been using, tell us more about Glam Vision Canvas Cosmetics.
So Canvas Cosmetics is a Kenyan-owned makeup brand. So far, they have about 15 lip products. They have an eyeshadow palette, and they have a highlighter. And I like them because they are suitable for all skin tones. I've tried their products on very deep dark skin tones and very light skin tones, and they work perfectly well. So you guys can check them out.
All right.
Yeah.
So for this, it's the Stardust lip gloss. So let's see how it is.
So the Stardust lip gloss is, it can also be used as a lip topper. If you apply a lipstick or even like a gloss like this, you just apply.
Applicator.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Is it the one they call the shoe horse?
The doe foot.
The doe foot.
Yeah.
Nice. So we add it at the middle.
Yeah, just at the middle, so that it can draw all the light towards the middle of the lip, and that's just stunning.
All right.
Yeah. So you can use it on top of any lipstick. Say you have a nude lipstick and you want to add a little bit of something to it, you can just add a dab of this on top.
Yes. How is it applying on top of another one? Because there are those, you know, products that because of this consistency, you apply, then it moves together with it.
Now this one, it's not too oily. It's mostly glittery, so it's nice as a lip topper. It doesn't break the formula of any lipstick. Yeah, so it works amazingly.
So we have that one, and also let me share with the guys. We have the Golden Hour. This is nice. It looks
very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. The very first time I saw it, I was like, okay, nice.
Yeah.
And she has a very delicious kind of, you know, vibe. Smell. Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, you can decide the one that you know, and they are everyday wear.
Yeah,
right?
they're everyday wear.
Then
yeah.
You decide one, pick one, and you know, it'll be good.
Yeah.
All right, are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
We're done.
Yeah.
Nice.
So so this is her everyday makeup look. We used minimal amount of products. I gave you guys some tips on how to make it work, and I hope that you guys are going to try it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And definitely we have used a Kenyan brand, which is so exciting. Beautiful. It's all about supporting our very own, and you back at home. If you're thinking of a makeup product, get out there in the market. We have quite a number of makeup products, and already if you've been looking for a lip gloss, you already got for yourself one. We have you know, the Glam Vision Canvas Cosmetics.
Exactly.
All right. For anyone to work with you, or you know, want to learn more about you, where can they find you?
They can reach me through Instagram at Makeup by M, also Facebook under the same name. You can send me an email, and you can also contact me through my phone number.
Yes.
Yeah, you leave my contacts, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the M is EMM.
Exactly.
All right, guys, that's all for now. Until next time, slay us away.